Okay, guys, good morning to all of you. Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up or put L and C, please, as usual. Quickly do it now. Okay, guys, good morning to all of you. All right, morning to you, Daniel, Susan, Karine, Brian, Terry, Norman. All right, let me just coming up to all my own little groups. Morning to you, Lionel. Morning to you, Janet. Okay, good morning to all of you. Let's start our morning MAO right now. Now, basically, some people feedback to me why yesterday no MAO. Well. As I said in the poster, I'm pretty busy with what I will share tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I have a special Zoom session, and it's catered only for students, only TWB student. So of course, if you really think that what I've been saying on MAO makes a lot of sense, and you would like to join this tomorrow Zoom, I got about 80 plus students have already registered for it, right? So it's very simple. If you do not register, you cannot get the Zoom link. Can't get the Zoom link, you can't get to come in. All right. So if you think that coming in to pay $388 is rather reasonable to listen to a guy who does almost daily MAO, where he analyzes the market and almost get pinpoint correct sometime. Okay. I mean, this is what I call penny-wise pound foolish in a way, because I'm very sure $388, not only that you give yourself a chance to listen to what I have to offer, more important is that, I believe that if someone asks me, Cal, you pay for $388, okay, you get to go for a course, okay, right, and you get to listen to a Zoom session that probably going to help you make thousands of dollars in the market. Would you not spend this money? So if the thing is going for cost may not really entice me, no. But you tell me now that I pay $388 and I get to listen and I can join a Zoom session, and this Zoom session will likely make me thousands of dollars. Hey, that is not too bad at all, right? Think about this. So this is how I see it from my point of view if I were to be you in your position, okay? So of course you can get your friends, your relative to join for $388. I think it's a very, very good deal. Yeah. So think about it, okay? You go and think about it, okay? Mine to you, Andrew, and going to you, Jerry. Now this morning you can see that we have all the guys once again on my background. We have Joe Biden. My God, this guy is really. I mean, this is like a proxy war. Don't you feel that way? Although it seems to be like this is a war between Russia and Ukraine, but US seem to be like everywhere and doing a lot of things for the country. I mean, as if that Ukraine is their second best friend. This is incredible. But if you look at it from the money point of view, I think it's pretty clear that what is happening right now. I'll explain this in short more time. Then, of course, Putin is not happy. And definitely, when he's not happy, the crude oil prices will escalate. Now, we just saw the crude oil price crossing the 104 mark for the CFD prices. I think the cash market has went to 105, if you not know. All right, so we'll take a look on this really shortly. And of course, Elon Musk. Okay, Elon Musk. Now, definitely, he's the most charismatic CEO in a way. He just basically do whatever he wants, and now he has to do more things because he needs to buy Twitter. Okay, so I'll talk about this shortly also. But I think more important thing is that do you notice that if you actually nowadays, if you realize this, 20 years ago, we have more Indonesian friends joining us in Singapore, right? 20 years ago. Then 10 years ago, 10 years later, right? We have more friends from the China. All right, the Chinese comes in, and then you can see more 讲华语, 对不对? Now, I'm very sure now the next few months or years, we will have another dialect coming up, okay? And that will be Cantonese. That will be Cantonese. Do you know why itself? You're also probably going to see more Caucasian coming in also to Singapore. Where they come from? Give a wild guess, everybody. Where do you think the people, the Chinese that speak Cantonese, and what they call the Caucasian, where are they coming from one particular country and coming to Singapore to reside? All right, which country do you think it is? Let me know now. Wow, you guys are very, very fast. Dave, well done. Hong Kong, yes. Andrew, you're absolutely right. Now, in fact, it's just coincidence, right? I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't know this article too, right? Well done, Jerry and Eric. Because I was actually having a dinner with my good brother Yao Dong. Then apparently we have a friend, and this friend came from Hong Kong. Now, when I spoke to this friend, right, immediately the response, when this friend replied, we can hear the Cantonese is very different, and that's why I asked. So he said that I'm from Hong Kong. Oh, okay, and of course, share with us what all the problem in Hong Kong, and indeed, it's really quite, I'll put this way, yeah, very detrimental. I'll put this way, yeah, right. So indeed, we will get to see more Guangdongyan. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of fun here in Singapore, metropolitan country. Okay, but then of course, while all this is going on, right, US crude going back to 109 per barrel again. Now, let me ask all of you guys now, right, do you think that US crude oil is gonna go up again? All right, for those who think that the US crude oil is gonna go up again, press the word up, UP. If you think that the crude oil price is gonna go down, put DOWN, down. Let me have your answer right now. Now, MAO, it should be fun. MAO should be relaxed. MAO should be, everybody participate. Then we can learn from one another. That is the best way to do this. Don't you think so? Yeah, I think so too. I think that way too. I think there's a lot of fun when you do MAO. All right, it's a lot of fun. Yes, a lot of work, but I think the fun itself takes a lot of it, and I enjoy it. I can't deny it. But yeah, maybe not that regular. Maybe it was my friend had been advising me, Cal. Maybe see Wei Kui, right? Maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think that's pretty good, right? Kind of think of it is pretty good idea. Okay, all right. So what I have now? Okay, I see. Wow, Andrew say up. Eric, Jerry, Brian, up. Okay, wow, and more coming up. Lionel, Janet, Han Yu. Han Yu, by the way, happy belated birthday. Yeah, correct. Okay, Susan, Ian. Okay. Dave, down. Okay, say Dave is down. Nice. Again. Karin, hope it goes down. Okay, I also hope for that as well. Hang Seng is flying. Yay. Wow, 582. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. Just one of my phone is buzzing non-stop now. Okay. Just give me a moment, yeah. No wonder my phone is like non-stop buzzing. Okay, all right. Now, because there is ongoing some rumors, unconfirmed rumors that some of the funds are coming in. Yeah, some funds are coming in. And I think that is very normal, right? For this time of night now, you should know what our fund will come in April, right? With the market, that means from Dow Hang Seng is like 30,000, coming to 20,000 is like probably 1/3 of it. I think it's a very good buy over here. But of course, we do expect some selling if the technology sector comes out. So again, for intraday trading, it's absolutely fine. To buy for long term, I would say that not the best time yet, in my opinion. For short term, to buy and sell, to make intraday money, no problem. Go ahead, yeah. But you're talking about buying for keep, wait for a while. Let me explain to you for the whole MAO. Okay, thanks Fred for letting me know. Thank you very much. Caught it while rebound using the TWB system. Wow, excellent, Kareem. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Okay, all right. Now, to me, is yes, the crude oil price will likely be going higher, and I think that 109 will be the level that I'm watching. Yeah, 109. Okay, I'll explain to you one more in detail shortly using my new age technology, which is TWB system. Yep, let's go. Now, disclaimer apply as usual, my friends. All my job is to tell you that you trade your best. You do your own risk management. I will do my best for you. Okay. All right. Okay. So now, as you can see that, haha. Okay. Cool. I'm long tech too. So you can see from this dummy. All right. This is the dummy. If you didn't know, this is called dummy, and this is the dummy machine, the dummy that you put in a car to, when you then do a test ride and see whether your car is safe or not and how it's impact to the body. So this is the dummy apparently driving a passenger. So in short, it's telling you that, right, the retailer is watching it and cool, I'm long tech too. Now, why is there a problem with long tech? Now, Cal, I have seen some other people, right, trainers or analysts or gurus, they're all coming to buy the technology counters like Amazon, Apple and stuff. Then you too call for buy, right? Recently, we call for buy on Apple and stuff like that. But why don't you call for long-term buy? Now, I want to share this with you, my friends. If you really cannot remember, or due to some, sometimes it's all right for us retailers, we have this short-term memory. Because we only focus on what happened last few days, we forgot that what happened last few weeks and last few months. If you didn't notice this itself, right, most of the counters are down by 10 to 20 to even 30% from their January high. We don't talk about all-time high. We talk about just January high itself. The market is down by 30% on average, okay, for most of the bigger stocks. So I understand that it makes sense to long them because now it's off from the high, but you must understand the reason for their selling off. So once you get the answer for that, right, you will know that you have to be a little bit more careful. Let me explain to you shortly. Yeah. Now take a look. Now previously we have FANGs. Now with a new colleague called Manta or Menta. All right. All right. So this is the Nasdaq Big Five, which is Microsoft. Wow. Amazon. Okay. Nvidia. Okay. Tesla and Apple. So you see that? Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Things have changed a little bit because like Facebook have changed name, right? Okay. So what happened is this. I want you to take a look over here. Okay. Take a look. Okay. Now, the rate is the free cash flow growth year on year 4-quarter average. The one in blue is the aggregate price to free cash flow. Okay. Now, so what you can see very clearly on the blue side, yeah, on the blue side, the aggregate cash to free flow is moving up. Yeah, because the stock prices are all moving up very nicely. Okay, so that is what you're seeing right now. But if you look carefully, the free cash flow growth, that means that the company itself, is it really, really doing that well? It is showing us a decline since 2018. From 2018, there was a decline. Then after that, there was some recovery to 2020 to 2021. And then after that, right, it declined again. So what is happening right now? It's actually this company, the technology companies, the Menta, the 5 of them, right, ain't doing that well. This is the problem here. The stock price is moving, but not the cash flow. And this is actually very scary. You know why? Let me explain to you more in detail. This is the tech counter versus money printing. This is the Nasdaq 100 PS ratio versus the Federal Reserve balance sheet to GDP. Now look at it. Very clear that we have something to take note. Yeah. Okay. So you look at it right now, right? Okay. The red is the Federal Reserve movement, right? So from 2009, okay, in 2009, where we have the Lehman crisis, we know that Federal Reserve, the next 5 years, have pumped in trillions of dollars into the system. And because of that, you can see that the Nasdaq also followed through, right? Okay. Then after that, in 2016, there was some tapering, right? Some tapering. And what happened? We did see the Nasdaq continue to go higher before a very violent sell-off because of the huge tapering. Okay. When in 2019, when the Federal Reserve realized that this is really not possible, and of course we have the, when this Donald Trump is involved and the market's coming so fast, there was a lot of stress on Federal Reserve. So what happened is that in 2019, right, the pandemic hits, okay, Federal Reserve began to shore in great deal of money into the system, as you can see. But because of that, at the same time, the stock market rally big time. Okay, so good idea now. Cool. So now you think about this, everybody. Okay, if let's say now we're gonna have something similar, it's gonna happen soon, right? Not yet, happening soon. What do you think will happen to this blue color chart? Right? Tell me, guys. What do you think? Now, we haven't seen the Federal Reserve doing any form of reducing to it yet at the moment. All right, but you can see the balance sheet, the GDP itself is already moving down. So what do you think will happen to the blue color chart if let's say Federal Reserve continue to do this? And one thing to note now, my friends, you notice that the GDP number yesterday when the market released, right, you can see immediately itself is down to negative. But interestingly, the market still stay positive. Why? Because that the market now speculate that maybe Federal Reserve will not do anything further. I think that is a lot of BS. Okay, I'll be honest with you. So what do you think, guys? What do you think will happen to the blue line now? Tell me. Okay. Now, please participate in this to make it fun. I say, although this is a public Facebook, but you know, we always do this. We want people to get involved and they want to enjoy this as well, right? Yeah, indeed. Wow, Hang Seng continued to rally. Oh my God, went to 20,874. Oh my goodness. Oh, shoot, this is crazy. Okay. By the way, I mean, well, this market is going crazy at the moment. It's all right. Can I just kindly tell you to be very careful and not jump into this? All right, something is just not very correct at the moment right now. You can see that the Hang Seng is going up, but the Nasdaq and the Dow is not following through. And this is something that's take note. Very, very important. Sometimes this little thing is all right can save your trading a lot. You know that? Yeah, just be careful. Yeah. I said the Hong Kong market now is going up because I likely believe that there are some funds coming into the system. Yeah, some funds, some external funds. Right? You should know what am I trying to say. Okay, you should know, right? Okay, cool. All right, so likely itself, yes, the blue one will be coming down. So don't we know that, right? The Federal Reserve have already mentioned there'll be a 50 basis point coming in on May, and there could be another 50 basis point the following month, and some more to go. So with that happening, what will happen to the GDP and the balance sheet? It will come down together. So when it comes down together, what will happen to the blue line? The blue line will follow through. That is really no-brainer. You cannot expect that the blue line will contrary goes against it because somebody argues, say, Cal, look at it. When this was happening back then, right, when this movement was coming in, the Nasdaq went higher. Yes, you can argue on that point, but you must understand a problem here is that now the price differential. Back then, the price is here. Now we are here. So we have price differentials at the moment. So if let's say the rate line is really goes down back to where we are right here, then of course the blue line technically must come back to point this here, and this will give you the same point as you are now arguing about. So that's the reason why I felt that right, the Nasdaq has a lot more room to go if we actually look at this and believe in it, because you cannot be believing the first 10 years and then after that, right, when things have to decouple itself, right, when it doesn't make any more sense, you tell me that it doesn't work. Indeed. So that's the reason why I personally felt that, right, many new trainers and gurus only came in 2014 and 2015. So they did not probably see anything before that itself. They only see the one from here. So of course, to them, the last few years was fantastic for them because making money was really taking candies from the adults, according to Jim Cramer. But no, I don't think so. I think that things is going to change. Yeah, things is going to change very soon. All right. Okay, so you got it. Okay, so if you got what I just said, right, please key the word got it. If you are now lost, just key the word lost. Okay, let me see your answer right now. Oh gosh, my phone has been stopping ringing for a while. Still sending a lot of messages coming in. Okay. All right, thank you, Fred. Yes, indeed. China A50 is not really following. That's a problem here. So because it's all funds coming to buy. And give a guess, what type of fund would that be in April? What type of fund coming out of nowhere in April? Right, anybody? Okay, all right, since you got it, excellent, let's continue. So now the bearish tandem of falling free cash flow and the waning liquidity suggests extreme valuation could revert into a major wave, depending on just how much and how long free cash flow declines and by how much and how long the Federal Reserve is committed to draining the market of excess liquidity. Okay, so this is actually coming from analysts, all right? So very simply put, it's all depending how much the Federal Reserve want to do. Then that will dictate what will likely be happening to the stock market. So let's just talk about my thing here first. So first of all, okay, on the 27th of April, which is like Wednesday, I came in and said that I believe that this Facebook share will go down. And I say that it will be likely to go down to 168. Okay, I gave a figure 168. And I was very blatant and was saying that likely itself that Facebook shares, the earnings won't be good, right? Yeah, I said that. I said that early. I said that, yeah? So of course, straight away, they say, oh, Cal, you are absolutely wrong. Yes, yes, yes. Because you know why? Take a look, yeah? Because Facebook basically says that it managed to X out user growth. Okay, okay. I don't know. I know that I get to see more people leaving Facebook than staying in Facebook. So I don't know where that Facebook get their numbers from. But I will not go against it because I'm using Facebook right now. But okay. So this is whereby I tell my friend this. I say, look, when the whole world itself all saying Facebook is down, right? I don't like the feeling. So you know what happened? Let me show you the real slap in the face. Everybody take a look. Now, if you look carefully on Facebook shares, okay, the next day, which I didn't have MAO, right? Because I was taking a break. Facebook shares really came down. In fact, it came down to 169. Oh my God, that very day on the 27th of April, Facebook share went down to 169. Wow. So I predicted 168. So I was wrong by $1. Okay. Then the news came in, the earnings came in on the very night, and then the Facebook share jam up. Okay, so I am wrong. Okay, all right, I'm wrong. Yeah, okay. So do me a favor. Okay, put that Facebook not spot on. Okay, but of course the not spot on is because I missed it by $1. Okay. So everybody, I want you to do me a favor now. Can you key what I just wrote? Facebook not spot on, and then put it there. Okay. Now you cannot like every time when I spot on, I ask for you to put spot on for me. Then if I'm incorrect, of course I must let you put also, right? Then you balance your emotion. Because if every time it's not right, I only show you the spot on calls or so, you say, hey Cal, come on man, be realistic. You are not even correct and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, okay, if you can actually put that chat, Facebook not spot on, yeah? All right, yes, indeed. Yep, indeed. Okay, so imagine that the day before, Facebook was at 180, right? And I predicted 168. And the low itself is 169. So I missed by $1. But from 180 to 169, right, I was correct for $11. So I'm $11 correct, but $1 off. So I'm incorrect. So you know what happened is the next day when Facebook shares open, right, and then it gap up. My friend texts me, say, ha ha, Cal, you make it wrong, you are wrong, ha ha ha. You know, this is life. This is really life, but it's okay, it's fine, no problem. I accept it, no worries. Okay, now let me say this. Okay, let me say this. Okay, guys, look at the Facebook moving average. That now I want you to pay attention. Now, jokes aside, yeah. Now you can see that every time when Facebook basically crossed the moving average, the next day is a very big concerning factor. Yeah, the next day. So what do you see now, everybody? Take a look, take a picture now. Yeah. Okay. Now the day when it crosses the moving average, okay, If the next day is a red candle, we have a problem. If the day cross above it and it goes below the moving average, it's even worse. So today we have a problem here. The Facebook tries to go above the moving average, but it failed. Okay, so to me, this is not going to be cool. I am going to look to short this counter again. Okay, looking. Now, when will we do it right? Well, based on one simple rule, if the market stays below the moving average itself, okay, let's bring it in then. Start to see from here. Let's bring it in. Go get a pen and paper ready, guys. Okay, we're going to go to Facebook right away. You know, this is fun because, you know, you get to do this with people. It gets pretty fun. Okay, so the moving average itself, we are now at about 1207. Okay, about 207. Okay, so I'm going to put it there. If Facebook can stay above 208, okay, good. Don't do anything. Don't short, don't long, just, you know, don't bother. Okay, but if Facebook stays below 208, I will short this counter. Okay, I will short. Now, where would I cover? I will cover at 168. Okay, yeah, I will cover at 168. Okay, only at 168. Yes, indeed. Okay, so got it. All right, so this is what I will do. If it stays above 208, the spot market, the cash market, I will stay. I won't do anything. I will not do anything if it's at above 208 because that means that maybe the shares will go up, but I don't want to buy. Okay, I'm not confident in this one. All right, but then if it stays below 208, I will short it and I will only cover it at 168. Are we clear? Okay, all right. So how many of you will be doing this short sell with me? All right. Okay, if you are going to do, if you're going to do this with me, just keep the word short at the back, but don't add anything else because we are on the Facebook platform. I think it's going to be a slap in the face if actually I put the other two characters in. So let's us do ourselves a favor. If how many of you is going to follow through this trade and you're going to short Facebook? Yeah. Okay, Meta. Okay. From here itself, if it stays above 208, we don't do, but if it stays below, we will do, and we will hold it down all the way to 168. Okay, all right, that's if you you want to do that, yeah? Only if you want to do that, okay? Wow, so many of you. Brian, Karine, Andrew, Jonathan. Okay, cool. All right, so put it away. We will come back and visit this about a week later. Okay, right. Now, while you guys are not that happy, okay, with my Facebook call, how about this Tesla call then? Now, Tesla was trading at 876, okay? And I told you on Wednesday that I have this very negative feeling, right? You can see that the words are there. Very negative feeling, and I said that, right, I think that this Tesla share will go down to 777. Okay, remember that? Or even Airbus is in. Okay, so I said that it will go to 777. All right, and what happened? Let's take a look. Well, we did see 577, but we do see that the price really coming down to the low of 822. Okay, 822, and before that, the market rebounded. Okay, the thing is this. Okay, so Kel, you are not spot on. What, the market never come down yet? I said, yeah, it's not going to be like immediately go to 777. It will take a while. So why do I think that it will take a while, and what is the reason for that? Well, I said it's just a feeling back then. I don't know why, but just that the feeling was able to tell me that this Tesla shares will be going down. So of course, today we found the reason, okay? But before that, let me show you now a friend of mine. This is Chong Ming once again. He has made great money with Netflix short recently, and now he went into short Tesla, and he made $3,000 US. Oh my goodness, okay? After the comps were 3,002, but wonderful, right? Imagine this, you listen to my MAO, and you can make as much as $3,000 US. That's a lot of money. $3,200 US times the exchange rate is about nearly 4K, 4.5K. That is a very good 1 month salary for a lot of us, correct? Indeed, yes. So that's the reason why listening to MAO is all right, can make money as long as you know what to listen and how you get the advice from me, all right? So well done once again to Chongming and all those who have shorted the Tesla, including myself, okay? All right, I'll talk about Tesla more in detail shortly, yeah? Okay, so basically now this is the one, guys. I'm not kidding you, right? Someone actually asked me, Kel, you put a number so far away, 31,411. What's your point? Are you trying to tell me that the market will crash? Come on, guys. The current price of the Dow Jones now is only 34,000. To go to 31,000, it's just 3,000 point example. And this is like, even 3,000 point at 34,000 is only 10%. Come on, man. Stock market don't crash from 10%. Stock market do go down by 10% on correctional move. So my forecast here is absolutely within normalcy. All right, very normal. The only thing is this, I give a specific date, and why the date July 2022? That's the point, because I believe that May, June will be more towards the downside. May, June, likely the market will be more towards the downside. So which means that May and June 2022, okay, is likely going to go down. Then we will have a base, okay? Then one after that, we will have a big rally. Yes, indeed. So this is my view for 2022 from May onwards. Okay, so take a picture if you have to do that. And of course, why do I bring the sun in? I mean, technical is technical. Why I bring the sun in? Well, let me just slip a little bit of information to some of you who's been asking me, right? Do you know that we have this thing in the world called sunspot? Sunspot. Yeah, I know the oranges, and you see them, there's some black colored dots, right? We call it sunspot in a way. Similar, okay? Sunspot itself is basically some little eruption from the sun, and that will create solar flares. And they have an interesting relationship with the stock market. So that is the reason why I might telling you the sun may have something to do with it. Although most of the what they call astrologers are all looking at the NASA looking at 2025, but somehow the recent chart pattern, somehow the recent chart movement doesn't really equate to that. And I felt that, right, something might be happening pretty soon. And from the way Joe Biden is moving his money around, I think that it's just a matter of time. Okay, that's the reason why I'm saying that it's good to consider to come and join us. Okay, got it? Yes, interesting. Yeah? I'm always looking at things from a very different way. Okay, so nearly 80 plus students have already registered for this. Of course, some students will prefer it for the replay, but the replay is just 1 week later. Okay, so it will not be immediate. And of course, if you happen to, if the market try to move towards this movement itself, right, then you will waste the time. Okay, so why don't you are already my student? So just register and move on. Yeah. Okay. All right. It will be on Saturday, which is tomorrow. That will be on at 9:30 a.m. to 12 noon. Okay, don't miss it. Don't watch Netflix. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we have a problem. This is my reason. Take a look. Everyone is looking at 1.1% in terms of forecast. Now you must understand it was 6.9% previously, okay? 6.9%, which is coincide with the previous number. Now suddenly in January, February, March, the number just gone very bad, right? Why? No, don't know, right? There's no reason for this. There's no tapering. There's not mean tapering, yes, in concern, but not that bad, right? Then after that, the number spike up again. And this time around, the market nosedive to hit a negative. So the market actually already looking at 1.1. So they do know that the numbers will be down, but never did they expect a negative. Now, last time itself, if it's negative, the stock market might have slowed down by 1,000 points. But apparently it didn't. Why? That's the question here. Why? That's my reason why you should be very careful on this. To me, is that what is logical, but it doesn't happen, right? It means something illogical is going to happen very soon. So watch out for this, my friends. All right. Fortunately, the initial jobless claim was okay, so we didn't have much of the movement there. So let's take a look here. Now, you can see that actually the market didn't move much until 12 midnight. Yes, for 2.5 hours, the market just ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. At 12 midnight sharp, apparently the stock market began to jump. Now, what's the reason? Okay, let's take a reason what, okay? Okay, the reason is this. Okay, the Dow Jones up by 600 points and the Nasdaq up by 3%. Wow, that's a lot. Following a strong earning from Meta. We all know the Meta result already in there in the morning, right? So the market only started to move only at the back. So that's nothing to do with Meta. This is bullshit. Okay, so what's the main reason? Okay, with nothing else. It's just only a rebound from the low. Because there was some significant sell-off, the market just came in to buy. There was no other reason. So you can see that the Nasdaq has been going down. Yes, indeed. Then we have some consolidation at 27 to 20 of April, right? Then the market push up. But if you look at it again from my personal perspective, this is just a lower high formation. So to me itself, right, I believe that the market has a little bit more downside room coming soon. Okay, this is my point. So of course, everybody is entitled to their own views and opinion. I would not say anything, but you can see throughout the article there was not a single clear reason for their buying. So of course, the argument will be this, guys. When the boys are buying, they don't tell you the truth, so they won't tell you seen on the report. So they are buying means they are buying. Okay, argumentally, it's really possible to argue on that way, but I don't buy that. So anyway, my view is pretty simple. I felt that the reason why they are all doing this is because it's just a prop up to suck in more traders in. And this is because we have the monthly rollover period. Okay, you must understand. So a slew of corporate earnings could be the one. Well, okay. Now everybody was just basically buying in anticipation for Apple and Amazon. So indeed, all right, but we can see that they bought it before the reports, right? Okay, and then after that, but some counters like those who are into this pandemic, like Teladoc, right, plunged 40% after the company reported weaker than expected results. See, okay. So what happened is, okay, that the people might be buying on Apple because Apple we know is a pretty strong brand and they do a lot of business, a lot of different products. So that's why they will not be affected just with iPhone, but iPhone 13 was the one that bring the sales up, in fact. So the thing is, with the GDP numbers unexpectedly decline, right, this is something would have hit the market, but the market didn't bother at all. So now we have bottom line, blame the high record trade deficit, the contraction, the GDP contraction, the so-called inflation, all these things are there, but the market just don't care. So is it because the bull is here or because this is just a bull trap? Well, we can see very clearly the GDP is down by 1.4% negative. Okay, it's a negative 1.4. Because consumer expenditure went up by 2.7%, but the thing is this, the inflation is 7.8%. Okay, so that was the reason why the GDP number is negative, because apparently the cost of price is much higher than the earnings. So that's the reason why, to some people, they say that this is noise, it's not a signal, that's why they shouldn't be selling. So of course, if you tell me that, then I will say that if the inflation continue to go higher or just around this area, are you telling me that, right, we're gonna like, you're okay? I don't buy that. So we all know that the Federal Reserve has helped the monthly bond buying already. And very soon they're gonna start to reduce at $95 billion, and that will reduce. So when you reduce itself, yes, indeed, that will probably bring down inflation and that will bring up GDP numbers again. But the thing is this, I think before we reach to that stage itself, right, a lot of people be hit. So this is where it gets very interesting. Goldman Sachs says that the 35% chance of negative growth from a year from now, but Goldman Sachs is still bullish. Okay, Deutsche Bank says that the significant recession hitting in 2023-2024 because of the inflation. Okay, at least this is very clear cut. So the point is this, the GDP number itself, right, is all okay, but because of the inflation, it's basically making it negative. And people say that, okay, then there's something to be worried about because the growth is still there. I can't see how it works, okay, really, yeah. So the thing is this, I hadn't have time to do my Dow recap and my gold recap today, so I apologize for that, really got no time. But I want to go straight away to the local and global news right now. Now, Putin requests $33 billion for Ukraine war. This Biden, sorry, and Putin threatens lightning fast retaliation to nation that intervene. Now, what does lightning fast mean? Obviously, you're talking about some missile is not nuclear, right? Because that is the only thing that you can have it lightning fast. Okay, lightning fast is faster than a speeding bullet because it's that light level. Yeah. Okay, so why Biden won this $33 billion? Okay. Because apparently President Vladimir Putin says that, right, warn the West of a lightning-fast response to any country that intervenes in war against Ukraine and create what he calls strategic threats for Russia. Okay, So the thing is this, straight away now, Russia is telling the whole world, especially to the US, stop coming in. If not, we're going to do something to you. So that's the reason why Biden said that, okay, this trade is genuine, let's prepare ourselves. So this is the reason why Biden want the Congress to approve this $33 billion. Now, I'll just explain to my wife, I say that, look at it. Let's put it this way. Okay, maybe this bullet will cost $5. Okay, one bullet costs $5. Okay, but you know, if I would tell you that now the bullet is $5 cost, and I tell you that okay, to the Congress that this is going to be $8, will the Congress pay for it? Of course, they'll pay for it because they don't want to have to take the responsibility of things going wrong, right? So even if it's $8, they will spend it, okay, because of inflation, blah blah blah. But actually, the thing is this: some of the money may not really go into the market. So what happened is, let's say now you bring this armory to the war site and you just expand it, blah, 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 okay, you just shoot it off. Every bullet flying outside is $8 so-called. But maybe there's something in between, you get back the $3. So like that, right? Do you expand your rounds in the war? Yes, you did. Do you win the war? Probably, because of such meantime armory. Then the money spent, I already spent. Yeah, I win the war with spending the money. The question is the difference between the $5 and $8, where do you go, right? Now you understand my point. Now, I'm not saying anything else here. I'm not implying anything. It's just that sometime in life, right, you do know that some people as politicians, right, they mean to serve the country and get themselves all tired and bash out for just 100,000 to 200,000 to even 400,000 salary. To me, it doesn't make much sense. So you understand how it works now? All right, so now Biden visit Lockheed Martin plant to thank workers who make the Javelin missiles. I can't understand why is this guy going to Lockheed Martin plant and to thank worker. Why thank? Thanks them for what? You need to pay them, no? Yeah, the management will pay them. So apparently, Joe Biden say thank you very much for doing this because this shoulder-fire anti-tank Javelin missile is proved to be the most decisive weapons in the Ukrainian arsenal. So, okay, so Biden goes down to meet up with them. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But again, I don't see it that way. I said earlier, I look at the chart. Cal, the chart also didn't respond. What? Hello, wait lah, correct or not? He just went in to meet them, the 8 manufacturers around here at that point. Then after that, surprisingly, because of the earnings result, right? The earnings came in, was pretty bad. The stock came down. But you can see beautifully, it actually stays nicely at the moving average. So I'm telling you this, my friends, okay? I am very confident that, well, anytime between 420 to 440, Lockheed Martin will be a good buy. Between 420 to 440. Then after that, right, about 2 months from now, 2 months from now, we will see Lockheed Martin shares going up to about 480. All right. Got my point? Yes, this is how it works. Now, the market, you cannot expect it to work immediately. Just like, it was doing here until the earnings result came in. Then after that, what happened? We have Ukraine thingy, the stock shares goes up. But after that, it definitely gave way. All right. So my point is very simple. I believe that history is very good way to look at it. Market won't work immediately. You need some time for it to work. So that's why I believe that in the next 2 months, we could see 480 coming in for Lockheed Martin. But it won't be immediate. There will be some selling from now till these prices. Okay? Pretty cool, right? Yes, indeed. Okay. So I was just saying, right, now we're coming to someone closer to our heart. Okay, you can see right now, right? Hong Kong residents are flocking to Singapore, snapping up rental homes. So to be clear, interest from Hong Kong is just one piece of the puzzle. Rental price in Singapore already been moving up during the pandemic due to demand of various sources. But the main thing is this, okay? Let's take a look. The main thing is this, the visitors arrival from Hong Kong to Singapore are nearly doubled from January to February, just this year alone, okay? And in March itself, right, it jumped by 110%. Oh my goodness. We already have doubled and it doubled again. So you can imagine how many people are in Hong Kong, from Hong Kong and Singapore right now. So some of them came in to settle down in Singapore. Some came in to do co-living spaces or service apartment, okay, by industry players. But you can get in short, like staying for a good time. So why? All right. The main thing is this: Hong Kong has a dynamic zero strategy for COVID. Obviously, came from one country, right? And imposed strict measurements from January to beat the slowdown of the spread of virus, which put a ban on dining in from 6 p.m. daily. Yes, indeed, you're not able to dine in at all. Tapao. 6 p.m. onwards, right? You the tapao and go back home to eat. There's nothing else to go. No night sport, nothing else. You go back home and you just stay at home and watch TV, do whatever you want to do. That is why people pissed off already. I mean, this is like for a long, long while. So what happened is that you notice that Hong Kong and Singapore, we are all under the British colony back then, right? So we know that each other's, in the standard of living, the speed of living, the pace is actually the same. So it doesn't make, and of course with the current now, with all the black umbrella and all this motion and stuff like that, and a bit of failure of the government, all these are really stressing the people out. So they pay top-notch money. As Hong Kong itself, the property price is very expensive. And if they were to stay in Hong Kong, and yet indeed the lifestyle is about the same in Singapore, then it makes sense for them to move. So that's why now more and more people are leaving Hong Kong to come down to Singapore. Yes, indeed, that is pretty cool, right? Yeah. So that is what is happening right now. Okay. All right. So just think of that. So some important information for reference. Okay. So we have all the big FANG stocks, all the Meta have already done their earnings already. Today we have ExxonMobil, we have AstraZeneca. These are the bigger ones. And after that, next week itself, right? Not much already. So next week, I mean, yeah, the financial was previous week. This is the FANGs. The next one with all this growth stock, that might be the one that could have moved on the market a little bit. Yeah. So that's why I want you to be very careful. So Amazon shares basically came in really lower than expected. Yeah, because more and more people is going back to work. So lesser orders online, and that is one of the reasons. But Apple did okay. Apple result was okay, and revenue went up. So overall, it's good. But very interesting, the CFO, right, Luca, come in after the market and start to talk about something negative on the stock. So what happened now? The stock prices, let's take a look. Okay, take a look at Amazon first. So you can see that at the stroke of 12 a.m., that was where we know the US Dow Jones went up, right? You can see that Amazon share also went up at the same time. So that was the reason why the US market went up by 600 points from there. But the moment the result came in, oh my God, okay, the stock price down. So it was up by 128, but the share price is down almost 9%. So you can see the nosedive of the share. So do expect some selling later on, unless it's going to like buy low, sell high. Okay, right. The other one is also from Apple, right? From 160 itself, the share price went up all the way to 164. So that also pushed the market. Then when the news came out, the share price shoot up to 168. But then after that, when the CFO come and talk, right, straight away the Apple shares slumped. Of course, there's some recovery right now, but you can still see that there's a price differential. So what I'm trying to say is this: both Apple and Amazon is the most highly watched technology company, and yet their share price is not playing that well. Now, Microsoft is the one, the Microsoft shares will go down. So I feel that the technology counters are all being hit at the same time. So most likely we will see more selling coming in. There will be more selling coming in. I know that some people are calling for buy in the technology counter. I'm not going to like defend or quarrel or argue with whoever it is. To me, is that you make your own decision. If you feel that right, he or she has a better view than mine, then just stick with them. It's okay, my friend. It's all right. You know that. For me, it's we have been making money. We've been shorting Tesla. We shorted this Netflix. We're fine. Lucky and unfortunately, it's all right. We did not short Facebook, but I know some of you did, so I apologize on that. I was right by I was right by $11, missed by $1. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that was what happened to the Apple and Amazon. So take note of the aftermath closing. Yeah, very important. Okay, so Elon Musk will be the most indebted CEO if the Twitter deal go through. You know why? Because he had to pay from his own pocket. No, but I thought he's the richest man with $250 billion. Then what's the problem? Come on, man, the deal is only $44 billion. Yes, but you see his wealth, this $250 billion, okay, is more on the share he's holding, and that is Tesla. 90% of this is his wealth is on Tesla. So if he wants to use money to buy Twitter, then he must basically sell some Tesla shares. All right, so this is a very key point, is that he must sell the shares to buy and raise money for the necessary cash. Okay, he has already put in $90 billion worth to pledge for shares already, right? So Tesla boss CEO, right, actually he pledged a lot of shares to the banks, and the banks itself, right, will give him cash. So that's how they do it. Okay, so that makes him the largest top debtor in terms of dollars, okay, compared to second ranking Larry Ellison, all right, from ISS Corporation. Okay, now just so you understand this, very important information. Yeah, according to SEC filing, Musk's financing plan includes $13 billion loan and $1 billion in cash. So likely from selling Tesla shares. So he had to sell Tesla share. This includes a 12.5 margin loans, okay, and Tesla shares as collateral. Now take note, this is very important, because banks require more of a cushion for high beta counter like Tesla. So the banks do know it's high beta counter. Elon Musk will need to pledge about $65 billion in Tesla share, about a quarter of his current total loan. Okay, so you see that now? He wants something like probably 12.5, but then he has to pledge $65 billion. Wow, 4 times. So you understand now, because people are worried. People also know that Tesla share is very shaky. Anytime it comes down itself, right? We have a problem for our loan. So that's the reason why they want him to put at least 4 times more of the share that he has, just to make it safe. Now at the moment now, right, this is what's happening. All right, Daniel, I thought usually share buyback are good for the stock. Which share buyback? Apple, right? Yes, the share buyback is good, but the CFO actually says that, right? He expected the this supply chain issue will continue to hit the counter. Hence, therefore, it's revising. And this is revising as good, right? It's revised, but you buy a share. So long haul is a good thing. Yeah? Can you understand that? So now the thing is this. Of course, people say, but now Elon Musk has a lot of cushion because he has all the shares, and the shares worth of $200 billion, still got some money, right? Yeah, indeed. And some more, if you do well again, he had 25 million shares. That's overall is a very good deal. The only thing is this, because he is so leveraged right now, he also used a lot of shares to pledge. So what is this? Well, if let's say Tesla share price do come down, then Elon Musk has a serious problem, okay? So that means that now his action here has a repercussion. If let's say Tesla share really comes down, then he must find more money to top up. If not, right, they will sell the share, and they sell the share goes down worse itself, things will have a repercussion, and things will get very, very nasty. So don't you feel that way itself, right? This Elon Musk again has done something that, very high risk. Yes, indeed, there'll be some money to be made, but I don't know whether it's enough in the near term. In the long term, yes, indeed, he will make money. Yeah. So if he continue to pledge it itself, right, he need to pledge at least $88 million shares, and of course he'll get something out of it. So all this information tells you that he put him and his Tesla shareholders are in a very, very dangerous position, peculiar position. Yeah. So if let's say things doesn't go out fine, then we have a big problem. Okay, that's what's happening right now for Elon Musk. So that's the reason why people ask, how come the share price is coming down? Or why on Tuesday, this is Wednesday, and this Thursday, yesterday, how come on Tuesday itself, right, the share price come down so much? So some people say, oh, because it's a support level here, break technical, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so of course, I was also saying that, but I was saying that it's more of feeling thing. So if you look at the color change and the chocolate bar itself, right, you can see why the market stopped there. You can see beautiful, right? Okay, so what is the reason that causes the share price to come down other than technical? The reason is this. Elon Musk sold $4 billion worth of Tesla share, and the prime was at 28th of April, which is yesterday. Yay. So Elon Musk had to sell, and when he sell, he stand up quite tell SEC, right? So SEC say, okay, Elon Musk has done it on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tesla and SpaceX has offloaded about 4.4 million shares of this EV company. So we all know that, right? This is nothing because Elon has put more cars on plane. But it's just that because he had to sell the share to make sure he has enough money for Twitter, then that is where share price goes down and people get upset. If they're on contra basis, they'll say, huh, what happened, right? So of course, Elon Musk said there will be no further of Tesla sales planned after today. That means that he said after today, he won't sell again. So, well, that probably bring the market up a little bit, but what is done is done. So what is going to happen here? We will let them decide. Interesting thing, huh? Okay. All right, so now we're going to go to the aftermarket news before we go to the charts, okay? And this is where it gets interesting. Everybody stand by your pen and paper, if not your camera, okay? Just give me a short moment. Let me get some water first, all right? Give me a short moment. Give me 30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back. All right. Now think about this, right? Someone every day or every other day do this for you. Doing all the homework reading for you. Kind of cool though. All right. Let's go into this, the alternate market news and data. All right. Now, once again, I talk about this. Do join us because I really have great confidence that 31,411 will be triggered in the near future. All right. So I'll explain to you now with detail. Okay. Now, first of all, we have a very interesting camp between the bull and the bear. The bulls, apparently, the bulls as well, right? And the bear, yeah. Okay. They are quite separated. Okay, who are actually on the bull side? Gao Sheng is Goldman Sachs. Okay, just in case you didn't know this, Goldman Sachs. Okay, all right. Then of course, JP Morgan, Xiao Mo, okay, is on this side. Now, who is going on the bear side? Morgan Stanley. Okay, Morgan Stanley, Da Mo. Okay, Hua Qi City. All right, and Mei Yin, Bank of America, BOA. Okay, so now what happened is this. You see, everybody go to the same university, they get all their top degree in economics and stuff. But yet, when they work for the different banks or investment houses, you have a very interesting thing. You have Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan on one side of the camp, but actually Morgan Stanley, Citibank, and Bank of America on the other camp. Why is that so? Don't you find it very interesting? Okay, all right. Now the thing is this. Okay, well, some people say, but Cal, judging from here, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan looks bigger, right? It can be trusted, right? Oh, I don't deny that point, but this is something I want to share this with you. I'll take a look. On the 27th of March itself, right, Goldman Sachs Group Incorporation liquidated $10.5 billion worth of stocks in the stock block trade on Friday, part of an extraordinary spree of selling. Okay, now when is that? Take a look, my friends. This is actually in March 27. So March 27 was here. So Goldman Sachs, when the share price was going up, right, they decided to dump. Now let's just check if you can see this is month of April month. You can see the 4 at the bottom, right? The 4 at the bottom. So this is March itself. So 27th of March is somewhere around here. So when the market was going up, Goldman Sachs sold 10.5 billion. If they are positive itself, right, then why are they selling? And after that, you notice the share price just plunged, right, coming down. Interesting, okay? So that's the reason why I felt that. Hey, sorry, my bad. Oh dear, sorry, my bad. I mean, okay, then ignore this. This is the wrong one. This is not article that I want to show you now. Sorry, my bad. Thank you for spotting Andrew. Wrong one. Yeah, sorry, my bad. It should be the way. Okay, anyway, thank you for highlighting it. Remember a few MAOs ago, I did show you the quarterly earnings result that this Goldman Sachs came in, and they also been selling shares the last four quarters. Those who remember that is all right. Key the word REM. Right, just to make sure that I'm still able to narrate this further. Yes, thank you, Andrew, for highlighting that. Sorry, I should have seen it wrongly. Yeah, okay. So Goldman Sachs have been selling shares the last 4 quarters in their earnings report. I think I've done it in an MAO. Shown you before. All right. So anyway, to me is that if they are selling itself, right, why are they still in a bullish camp? So that's something that I don't understand. So of course, when you see it itself, right, these are people when they are selling, but they tell you they are bullish, kind of thinking, right, why would they actually whack this guy? Now, Bill Wong, this is just only for trivia, yeah. Bill Wong has been charged for racketeering and security fraud in the connection with collapse of the family office last year. We know that he lost a lot of money and blah, blah, blah. But now the thing is that Wall Street now, SEC is going after him, he goes. The only question is this, okay? When he is doing so well and then all the commission is being made, why no one complained anything back then? And of course, when the share price was moving up itself, everybody was saying, okay, go, 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 right? It's only when the China market collapsed because of the policy involved, and that was where he got hit. And because of when he got hit itself, what happened? Now everybody who gave him all the chips are turning around and they're shooting him down. So my question is this: if let's say that we have people like this particular company looking up in dumping shares, yet they are looking at bullish, isn't it about the same way of how this guy operates in a way? So that's the reason why I felt that, right, this world itself is really very scary. Okay, it's very, very scary. Yep. Okay, so we look at the retailer now. The retail camps now are still very bearish for the market. Eh? Now, Cal, retail investors are bearish. Does it mean that, right, the market is actually going to be bullish soon? Well, yes and no. Because if you look carefully, all right, okay, the last few weeks when the market was, they do the tabulation, you can see that a lot of people are actually, when the market is going up, right, recently, okay, you can see that the bearish is there. Not really there, but now only last week itself, right, the bearishness is actually pretty heavy. So let's take a look at the market, right, in general term. Okay, let's give me a moment. Okay, you can see now in general, the last few weeks, right, from the last few weeks itself, right, the market has been coming down or sideways after coming down. So because of that, okay, the sentiment apparently is actually more towards the bear side. Okay, so the thing is, if retailers are bearish and the boys are actually dumping, this actually adds two things together. If the retailers are bullish and the boys are dumping, then maybe we have some contra effect. But if let's say now both sides are dumping or not very positive, right? The selling wave may really come. Although the argument is that maybe the retailers will be wrong, as usual, they're wrong. Yeah, usually they are wrong, but when the both sides are actually selling, right, then we have a problem. Because usually if the retailers are selling, but the boys are buying, right, yeah, the boys will win and the market will up. But if the boys are selling and the retailers are not buying also, then we have a problem, because that means that there will be no extra cash coming in. So that is the reason why this one doesn't really make much sense really. So be very careful on this. All right, now, of course, now the market is saying that maybe we have a 75 basis point hike in this May. Okay, the last time we saw it, right, the nearest last time was Federal Reserve raised 75 basis point in a single meeting, was back in 1994 by Alan Greenspan, okay? And after that, he did a pretty decent job. The market so-called stabilized, and the market from 1994 went all the way up to 1999, but that also created the Nasdaq bubble at the same time, yeah? Okay. Now, the one that everybody is now comparing is Paul Volcker. He also did a 75 basis point, and he actually did in 1984. Interesting. So, of course, immediately, right, you can see again the falls. Okay, so are we telling me that, right, in 2024 we'll do that again? No, I don't think so. The thing is this, why I want to bring the two guys up, right? Because I want to show you this, okay? Now, Paul Volcker brought inflation to his heel because CPI was out of control. So when Volcker came in, he just basically pulls interest rate from a very low level to as high as almost 17 to 20%. Okay, he pulls it up all the way up and instantly created almost 2 recessions. Okay, but because of that, the CPI data plunged. Wow, really plunged. That gives the stock market the best time to buy. And the stock market from 1974 itself, right, went all the way up. Okay, so it shows that, right, you need to have a very strong arm, iron cast arms to do this, because it's very scary, because you may just kill the market and leave a very bad name. All right, so take a look at this one here. This is the space of soaring inflation, where Chairman Paul Volcker raised interest rate by 8.5% between August 79 to May, and mortgage rates basically came down and recession came in, right? So you can see that when Paul Volcker came in the picture, he really pushed the numbers all the way up. And of course, the fixed mortgage rate also went up. But when the thing is at a peak, you notice that the fixed rate for mortgage rate comes down and people start to get worried and to buy properties, and isn't that the same thing? Yes, indeed, it always play the same thing. Nothing have changed, nothing will change. Now, facing with the soaring inflation, all right, just Chairman Paul Volcker, he raised interest rate all the way up. The question is, will we have Jerome Powell doing that? I don't think so, because Jerome Powell now has to keep hold on this. Is a joke, by the way, so don't take it serious. Right, basically means that right, there's a midterm election coming in. If you're gonna do that right now, right, very high chance his boss will get hit. So that's the reason why he is preferring to do something like this. Should I print? Should I print or should I just print? So to me, it's all right. He will print. Not now, next year. Yes. So this year to bring down the price down so that it makes sense to print next year. Because if they print, the what do you call it, the value of the dollar will come down, so they have to buy and push it up first. So when that all happened as well, right, that is where when things get so bad, Jerome Powell will say, okay, no more, let's print. And that is where you need a buffer for the US dollar from the high to come back down. Now understand why the US dollar is going up, because they need a buffer. You need to cushion it. All right, so I promise you, I will share with you the key numbers for the US market. Please take your camera on standby, because all these numbers are going to be very important for all of us, okay? All right, let's go. Okay, yeah? Stand by. Okay. Okay, so first of all, Dow Jones first to begin with. Okay, the Dow Jones to begin with. Okay, so everybody take a look at the Dow Jones first. Let me explain this to you once again. The 5% rule. Yeah, very important. Now the Dow Jones at the high was somewhere around here. The 5% rule is that if the market breaks the first 5%, usually it will go to the second 5%. If the market stays above the 5%, it will go back up to the previous 5%. Got it? Pretty cool. If the market loses a 5%, it will go down to the nearest 5%. If the market stabilized and couldn't go down further, when you recover, right, it will go back to this 5%. Hey, pretty cool, right? So once again, if the market fell, then where will go again? Yeah, you see now? Very nice. It works like a jam. You just have to follow through 5%, 2-3 days, 5%, 2-3 days, 5%, 2-3 days. You can make a lot of money by doing this because the direction is there, the number is there, and the range is pretty big, you know that? Now look at it, the difference here, my friends, okay? 35,105 to 33,258. This alone itself is about 1,800 points, my God. So imagine you just short and buy back, long and sold back, short and buy back. Just a few rounds later, you have made easily, right, 5,000 over points or even 6,000 points just trading the market like this. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so now where are we going to hit now? Everybody take a look, okay? Now, judging from what we are seeing right now, the Dow Jones hit the very important support level for us for the BMB, which coincide with the 90% mark. So by right, the first target it will be going will be 34,142. Why? Because it got supported at the SL point, the support level. It will likely be going to the RL point. This RL point. Okay. Now, of course, the thing is this: not everybody will see the same thing. But I'm telling you now, if it goes up 34,142, it's a take profit. Okay. Okay. So with that understanding, that is within our BMB theory. But what is called the 5% rule? Okay, so everybody take note. If the market really goes up, the 5% rule says that it will go up to 35,092. Okay, but if it goes downwards, wow! If it goes downwards, it can go all the way down to 31,411. Now you understand why itself? Okay, got it. That's how we get a number, 31,411. See, I don't lie to you. I want you to listen it. But of course, you need to hear more from me, tell you why would that be happening and how it will happen, right? Okay, got an idea now? Okay, so let's look at the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq is now having a problem. The Nasdaq now is trading below the 80% mark. And that means I don't know how low will it go already. Now, based on what I'm seeing right now in terms of the BMB, we could see the Nasdaq coming down to 12,026. All right, if not, the upside could be as high as 14,371. All right, so this is the level for us to watch out for the Nasdaq. So watch out for this. Things may happen pretty soon. Okay, S&P 500. Now S&P 500 has lost the 90% mark, as you can see. So the next step it will go down will be here. The next step it will go will be here, 40.96. Okay, 40.96. That will be the level that it might be going down. The upside is if we cross the 90% mark, then it will go to here, and that is like 4578. Okay, which I don't think the market will be able to go there. Now here it says 43.37. I think this is much more realistic. If the market going up itself, right, 43.37 will be the target that it should go. Anything higher than 45.78. But if the market fail and doesn't go any higher than 40.96 would be the sell level that I think the market will be going. All right, so watch out for all these three levels. These are all very important, and hopefully you can make money out of it. Okay, right. So as promised, the numbers have been given. So I done my job, and let's go for the charts. And let's say the bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the flamingo is different this time. Okay, China. Now, China market this morning has went down below the MLP of the white candle. And I say it's pretty accurate. Well, indeed, it really happened because I did talk about this with my friend. And if the market cannot break, it may have to wait for a while between the moving average here and this MLP. Now, with the market recovering such a strong manner, likely maybe we can see testing the moving average later in about 11 minutes time, because now it's having lunch break. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the Dow Jones now for today. Now the Dow Jones for today, the opening price is between the two pivots, so not much direction. The moving average is actually going against it. Only the MLP is staying with it. So as long as the market stays above OP, you can try to buy. But of course, when you are buying yourself, right, you must take note of the okay, the 15-minute chart, right? You can see now, if the market stays above OP, you're going to buy, is fine, okay? But if the market is going to come down, just both moving average is down, right? If it cannot go any higher than the KTR, and it's going to be a CCIR, it could be a sell, okay? It could be a sell. So at the moment now, right, it's still very unsure yet. So if you go into the day chart, if you look at it from the perspective of the KSI, you can see the KSI is red in color, and it's uptick, right? That means that today, even though it's rising now, there will be some selling soon. So watch out for all the KTRs and pivots, okay? It may just reverse course and come down instead. All right, so if it comes down, how low will it be? Easily over here, and that's 33,654, okay? That will be the level to watch out for, and it's quite near to the P2, by the way. Okay? All right, so that is the Dow, the Nasdaq. All right, I told you earlier as well about Nasdaq direction. If the Nasdaq can go up, right, this will be the level that I want, 13,526. Okay, downside itself, right, where can it go? Well, the downside only here, 16,000. Sorry, 12,000. My bad, 12,839. So upside itself is 13,526. The downside itself is 12,839. So maybe you have to make a decision which side do you want to take. But KSI is red and it's uptick, right? So be careful. There could be some intermittent profit taking along the way. Okay, this is S&P 500 by itself. Okay, so let's take a look over here. S&P 500 now is staying up. S&P 500, if it stays up as well, it can go up to 43.08. 43.08 will be the next target for S&P 500. But KSI is red and it's KSI uptick, right? So again, the same thing may happen. So if the market hits any technical point and it couldn't go higher, it may come down. Fair. If it is then you had to watch out for this. So if the market really break, it had to break MLP first, which I think you wrote earlier this morning. Oh no, sorry. Broke MLP first, then after that, okay, then we look at the number lower, and that's 41.54. Right? Right. If things get even worse, then we may see the number going to 41.12. Okay, so 3 numbers for you to take note of, upside and 2 downside numbers. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Fred, for noticing it. It is also an inverse pivot. Now, inverse pivot means the polarity itself is going to be attracted, right? So that means that there is a chance that the market will have to make a decision to choose which side. Choose the upper side or choose the lower side. Okay, this is something very important so that you can feel, take note of that. Okay, so now what happened to the inverse pivot, right? The important is that it will be dragging downwards to like this. So which means that, right, you will likely see, if let's say the market really come down, then maybe this will happen very soon. Yeah. All right, then after that, maybe after some little talks, we can bring it all the way back. So this is something that I believe that inverse pivot will do. Inverse pivot is like this. It will be attracted towards the pivot 1 or pivot 2 whenever the chance there is. Okay, thanks, Fred, for informing me. Okay, they're done with the S&P. Let's look at the Hang Seng right now. Now, the Hang Seng has a very big dramatic recovery. And how high would it go? Now, we already tell you how high would it go. The KCB was mentioned yesterday at 20,000. But I think that was at the KCB 795. So already being done. So the thing is this, the next number will be in 20,988. Okay, 20,988 itself will be somewhere around here. Okay, so suspect that this Hang Seng may go higher. Now, such a big movement out of nowhere, right? Without China coming in, most likely is government funds. Now, what are funds coming in the middle of the month, like now, April timing, right? I think one fund itself must be the pension funds. So pension funds, I mean, they buy for long term. So hopefully the share price go higher. But from the way I look at it, I have a very big concern. The KSI is red and it's uptick, right? So I suspect that maybe later on Hang Seng may come down. But the question is, the current price right now, you have triggered all my KTR. The only thing is this. Maybe later on we may see this. If things goes wow, we may be able to see 20,977, and that's MA30, and this will pose a bit of resistance, or at least just to go slow a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that you will go there because the market already given you all the KTR that you need to make. It's just that if people who really want to take the gung-ho step and don't mind looking at everything itself, right, then you try. Because how high will this go if it goes to 20,977? By right, this will actually happen. Okay? By right, if the market really goes to 20,977, the next step you will go will be here. And that's about 21,385. Okay, this is just only a rough idea based on my own interpretation, which I don't think so. I'm an alien to start off with. Okay, the next one, it will be placed. All right, and the next person, and that will be here. Okay, then after that, okay. All right, we can put it there. The next number after this will be here, which is at 21,933. But after that, when it really finished, the next number can be as high as here, and that's 22,000. Okay, so I'm trying to say is this: I don't think the market has the strength to go past the green line, but the market has strength to touch the MLP, then come down. I think pretty expected, yeah. Okay. Done with Nikkei. Now Nikkei is flying. Yes, indeed, Nikkei is flying. Nikkei triggered the pivot very nicely, and it got supported by the MA30, and now it's going up, right? Yes, indeed. So are we aiming here? Yes, 27,593. Okay, that means that if this Nikkei continue to go higher, this number 27593 will be a good level to watch out for the Nikkei. So I'll write it down, take some picture, yeah. Basil, is it? I think you say Basil is Basil. Buying ATM. Sorry, Fred, what does it mean? Basil buying ATM. Can you write it down for us so that we will not get confused? Okay, I know you have something to share with us. Let me know, yeah? Okay, so anyway, that is the Nikkei direction. Now for DAX, right, I already told you DAX will rebound yesterday because it's a doji directional day. So very beautiful yesterday. Once the market opened itself, right, no matter how you just buy, beautiful. And when you go all the way up, right, it really hit this point here itself, which is the 14,165. The high is 14,124, but reasonable, right? Fund from China, yes, indeed, fund from China, basically. Oh, okay. Okay, yes, indeed, the China fund buying Alibaba, Tencent, and Meituan. I see. All right, thank you, Fred, from sharing this. Where you get this data from? Can you share with us? Okay, all right. So that is DAX. Now crude oil. Now crude oil, I already tell you it's going to mount higher, and indeed it happened. Now yesterday, I already tell you it's going to go higher. KSI is green and it's uptick, right? So I'm pretty bullish on that. So now today, the first target will be 10618. Okay, this will be the first cut. Okay, so now the thing is this, oil today, 10618 will be my first target for oil. I'm looking at 109. 109 is a KCB level not used since February. So this is a KCB point. Okay, that means that if the market today will go up, right, after the 10618, if there's still strength, it may push all the way up to 109 area. 109. Wow, that's a big move from here itself. For now, it's 104 to 109, $4. Do you think it's possible? Well, nothing is impossible, nor possible. We just have to try and see. But at least now we tell you that oil price going up, right? It's indeed coming up, right? So traders, congratulations to you, yeah. Okay, so if oil price is going up, right, is gold going to go up soon? Well, I believe gold is going to go up. So gold now, you can see is that now it's 1905. Now, yesterday, same thing again. I missed my low by a couple of dollars, and now, okay. So after that, when the market rebound, I quickly switch cam from buy to sell to buy, yeah. So you can see right now that from the chart view, the market has been down for all the way, right? Okay, the KSI is still red, and the best part is the red shows that the thing is uptick red. So today, there should be some selling, but the market is not responding to it, or this sell earlier, we all don't know, right? So all I can say is this: if the for gold, there will be some resistance, but you notice the next level that is fair to take a look is about 1932 already, and that is how much money again? Okay, that will be pretty crazy, but can gold go there and sell 1932? It is actually very possible, yeah. It is very possible because the KCX already turned green. And then the blue bars are there, so 1932 shouldn't be a problem. All right, how about silver? Now, silver is trying to stay above it, and it's above pivot 1 right now. So above OP, above pivot 1, that means that there's a good chance to see the market going back to $23.93 because of the MAO. Because of this, the MA200, sorry, my bad, the MA200, yeah. So this is the target because it's above OP, above P1, right? 23.93 is a very possible target, yeah. All right, so watch out for this. Okay, there's some movement now in the US market again. Some little movement, yeah, you can see. Yeah, some movement here. Okay, so done on silver. Okay. All right. Hang Seng broke above MA 230. Okay, let me take a look again. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Whoa, oh my God. Oh, already 1 o'clock already. Oh gosh, no wonder. Wow, congratulations to those who actually follow through on the Hang Seng, right? Well done. Wow, this is really crazy stuff going on now on Hong Kong, in Hong Kong. Okay. Broke above all the way up by 400 points. See that? That's the power of the money, capital money. Did China market follow through? Yo, all day, China market also follow through. That's why you can see that the Chinese market follow through. So that's a reason why we are seeing all this. Okay, something have followed through. Okay, the funds really came in strongly. Wow, crazy. So once again, guys, this is evidently proof to you the power of money, and those who have went long, congratulations to you once again. Wow, incredible. Okay, sorry to wrap it up. Take our time too long already. Let's finish up. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. So Bitcoin is still sideways. There's no much movement for Bitcoin the last few days. Likely it will stay around here. So upside maximum movement itself is going to be only to here at 4559 area. All right, downside itself is basically around 37, 38.3. So it's like keeping itself within this 2,000 point range. It's not moving, yeah. But do note that there is some movement on the KCX. There's movement on the bounce indicator. So likelihood we can see the Bitcoin going up. So with the Bitcoin going up, usually when Bitcoin goes up, right, the stock market may be falling. So that's a very interesting here point, right? So watch out for this. If the Bitcoin goes up, that means that, right, there could be the stock market may need to take a breather, yeah? There's something to take note. And of course, Ethereum is also moving up a little bit. It has hit the base at the BMB SL. KSI turns green, KCX turning green. So indeed, Ethereum 3,027 could be the target that we're looking at. Now is at 29, 23, right? So we could see a higher level in the near term. Okay, all right. So congratulations. Wow, Kareem still holding long. Fantastic. Well done. Okay. Okay, guys, that will be all for today. Congratulations to those who traded Hong Kong. Well done. All right, so I will see you guys again on either tomorrow if you're joining me for the event. For those who are not joining me, then I will see you on Monday during the MAO. Yes, Monday there's MAO. Even though it's holiday, I will still do my MAO. Okay? All right, take care. Have a great day. This is Kel signing out. Bye-bye.